Hey guys, Sarah here. Set up for the video that I'm about to do with you guys, but I wanted to show you this first. So, my mum has what she calls her creative room at her house, and I work from here 2 days a week. Maybe I can turn. And I basically, because I have been filming at night at home and I'm missing the natural light, so I'm just working out my work days a little bit to come here a little bit earlier and do some filming before I start work here. And she very kindly has given me a shelf in her room, and I've just finished setting it up. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like. So I have all my ink and pen stuff on this side. I've set this up in a system that works for me, like in terms of the inks I want to explore next and videos that I want to do. And then this I've done in kind of color. I've got oranges and browns, purples and pinks, greens and blues, and then a shimmer ink stuff. This is so I can take some ink home with me to, do stuff at home. Then some notebooks and some journaling, scrapbooking. I don't know if you can see, but the shelf is super deep, so I can also do more if need be, but much better system than what I have at home. Awesome. So either you can come with me or I'll end up cutting this out. Now this is a room that actually, it's a little bit messy. My mum's a creative person, but I organized everything for her earlier in the year. It is getting it's a bit messy, but it's loved. But my mum is super creative. She mosaics, she paints, she draws, she everything. Very, very talented. Now, I think I was telling you about this. This is the stand I have, and I love it as a stand. It doesn't have the best light though, but I was going to see if maybe I could do this all in one and put the camera in and then keep filming. But maybe I'll hit pause and then I'll come. Awesome. Not entirely sure how I thought I was going to do that all in one move, but what you can see in front of me is a whole bunch of paper, obviously. On the way home from the Melbourne pen meet last weekend, stopped off at Muji and I tried a couple notebooks and was so amazed. And my wife was heading into Chatston later, a couple days later, and I was like, oh my God, get me some more stuff. So I just wanted to show you because it's actually all really cost effective. I've been trying to find, they supply stuff at work, but it's shocking quality, and I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg because I'm a public servant. It's not like we get paid tons. So I just wanted to show you kind of where I'm at. And I'm just going to pull out my pens that are inked for this month, and we can look at different nib options, things like that. Everything you see here is from Muji. I think the most expensive thing was $8, which is pretty incredible. So where to start? I'm going to start with, so I have 5 different notebooks to show you. This and this are actually a replica. This is what I'm actually using for work. This is a smaller version. So I'll show you writing samples on this, but basically this is one of their binders. And then I have their lined paper. So you can buy 200 sheets of this for $4, I think. And then they have, because it is for work, it's the same except it comes as a little bit of a notebook. So this is for internal meetings, and then some grid at the back. So I have ripped some paper out of this. This is the A5 size. This cost me, I think, $2.50. It comes, it's got the thing, so you can actually rip the paper out really easily, and it becomes loose leaf. It fits into their binders as well. This is lined. It came in 3 sizes. That folder you saw was B5. It comes in A4, B5, A5. I'm trying to show a comparison. It's not bright. It's not a bright white paper, but it's not fully cream either. It definitely is coated, but feels really nice. So I'll just show you. Let's do a writing sample. Pilot E95S. This is a fine nib. So let's put down. Let's do 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 5. I'm trying to think what's the wettest. I can actually make, this has got the Goulet pens extra fine, but it's got a bit of bounce in it, so I can do get a little bit of ink going there. And that's quite a dark color as well. So first thing I want to show you is no hard starts. Looks really nice on the page. Let me choose an ink that has a little bit more shading to it. This is Milky Ocean. I'm just lifting up a lot, so I try and get to show you as much as I can. That's a medium nib. It is a very dry ink though. So as that dries, you can see we're getting the bits of like the chroma shading in there. I think the inks all look really nice on it. And then no feathering whatsoever. And then nothing on the other side. I was pushing down super hard there, so you can see it's hit the paper, but I was doing that because I was trying to get flex out of a non-flex nib. But look at this, absolutely nothing. And then coming back here, it's just incredible. I thought I'd show you. This is, I kept a piece of paper from earlier in the week. This was a daily log that I did, and I then was writing on the other side as well. This is when I then ordered more things. There you go. The binders were $8. The loose leaf 100 sheets of B5 was $3.60. And the lined notebook, this one, was $3.60. So this is Momboto's hat. This is a Sailor Ink Studio, and that's Dominant Industries Ginger Chicken. But as you can see, this is a piece of paper I used all day. I was crossing over it, coming back to and from, using both sides, you know, handling it quite rough. And I think it's kept up really, really well. You can see like that Sailor Ink's got some quite nice shading in it, but I'm just amazed there is not one bit of bleed through. There is not one bit of ghosting, or I mean a little bit, but not much, no feathering whatsoever. So I'm just so impressed with this paper. It's so cost effective, and that is what I'm going to be using at work. Let's see what this one looks like. I'm having a few issues with this pen, but let's see how we go. I'll just try and lots of ink. Pretty amazing. So fully in love with this. This is very much becoming my work paper, but then I wanted to see, okay, how do I use this in day to day? So I'm going to put that down to the side. I bought, when Tactile Sensibility was having a sale, their Luddite weekly planners, and she did say they're not fountain pen friendly. I wanted to give it a go, and I got it just cut down so it would fit in here, and I have enjoyed it, but it really isn't fountain pen friendly at all. And you know, I'm still using it, but I do kind of also then miss that monthly along with the weekly. Enter Muji's undated. This is their weekly, so this one I think was $8, but the way it works is it has monthly spreads and then a whole bunch of weeklies at the end. And for the weekly, you get a full page of notes and that. So I have really enjoyed coming back to this. This is what my monthly overview looks like for August. That's again with that sailor color. No issues whatsoever. The paper still has that coated feeling to it, but again, I don't mind that. And then, pardon me, these are my 2 so far weeks that I've just started putting it in. My only bugbear, only thing is that I wish it had a bookmark. But what I'm thinking is this thing here is starting to annoy me in my Traveller, so I thought maybe I'd take the thread out of here and use it as a bookmark in there. It comes with the cover. And I don't know if you can see that it also has a sleeve. See, I did do some pen tests at the back. So here are some different ones for you there. I'll try and bring it up a bit closer. So you can see, again, the ink's just holding on the paper so well. I'm just really impressed. And the uni ball down there. So this is, I hadn't had a proper planner in a while and I was missing it and so excited. I like the simplicity of it as well. Really happy with that. So then I kind of wondered, well, I'll do this one last. As I was looking around, I saw they had these. These are A6. They have an A5 as well. It was unbleached and semi-bleached paper. Just tiny. This was 75 cents. And I was just intrigued by it. So I wanted to buy some just to test it out. I've done a little bit, not much, but that's what we're going to do together now. So this is the A6 semi-bleached paper. It doesn't feel as coated, I guess, obviously, because it is only semi-bleached. Let's go with our wettest pen at the moment. And so this is, now it does have a little bit more feedback because the paper isn't as coated. It's a toothier paper. It's kind of it's lined craft colored paper. This cost me 75 cents, I think. Then the A5 ones are like $1.25. I don't know how many sheets are in it. There you go, 32 sheets or 64 pages. This is the Laban Rosa, same as before, with Diamine Merlot. Now, obviously these don't have a cover. They're going to get wrecked about a bit, but I have been on the lookout for some stuff to do some content planning or scribbling in that it needs to be messy, and I didn't want to use a really good notebook, and I'm wondering if this is the perfect solution. To show you on the other side, it definitely has more ghosting. It doesn't bother me. I used to write in Nostalgia, or even if I was only to use one side, I still feel that's really cost effective. But I think that's pretty amazing. And now bring it up close again. I don't know. I still think you're getting the characteristics. You're getting a little bit of shading. I'm super impressed by that. That's the semi-bleached. Why don't we have a look at the bleached? I don't have any shimmer inks this month, but I just want to see, maybe I'll do this one so we can see and maybe try and get some sheen or something. So this is that's the pen, not the paper, A6 unbleached lined, also cost 75 cents. Again, it is toothy. It actually, there isn't a crazy difference between them. There is some feedback, but not a crazy amount. Just see if you put down a decent amount of ink. Sheen, maybe we are starting to get a little bit of feathering there. So that's interesting. Now, when I was writing this one the other day, I got a little bit of sheen. This is Momboto's hat. So let's see if anything will come up for me. That bouncy goulet nib, hey? So similar amount of ghosting, I'd say, as the semi-bleached. It's obviously darker as well. And look, yeah, you are starting to get little bits of feathering. So I do think I prefer this semi-bleached over the fully unbleached. But still, if you're looking for a really cost-effective way that you wanting to do quick notes or just be able to chuck something in your bag, I do think there's something to that. There's an option there. I also kind of like the idea of maybe keeping one of these at work, and I can take notes and rip it out and give it to people and things like that. So I just wanted to show those ones. I thought they were really intriguing. So that's those ones. I wondered than kind of what their version of a traveler's notebook could be. And they have these. This is a basic slim. It also comes in like a cream or like a brownie color. This is they call it grid, but it's actually lined, and there's a very faint grid there. This one, I took the label off, but they actually call this their high quality paper. It does say that on the label. They also, for $10, have their version of a cover. It's not leather. It feels like some sort of like paper kind of material, but it looked quite nice. I didn't purchase it because I didn't know how I'd go with these, but I just wanted to give this a go as well. These are 2 pens I've tested out in here. So the TWSBI Eco and that La Bonne. As you can see, no feathering whatsoever, no bleed through, hardly any ghosting. I do think you can see bits of characteristics of the ink there as well. Let me do... So an ink with a few more characteristics. As that dries, I'll put this one in. This is my Pens by Casey PM3, and this is Sailor Ink Studio 252.
I'm going to go soon, so can you let me know when you make?
Yeah. Would you like me to make you a cup of tea?
Well, I'm going to go down and make it snacks. I'll be like another 10 if you're going to.
Okay, I'll finish this. I'll come make a cup of tea. So, just wanted to show you that, I mean, I think you're getting bits of shading in there. The ink looks great, and it's looking really nice on the other end. I also did try and just see what this, and it felt like I slotted it into my travelers, and it worked perfectly well. So I was just super excited by exploring their range and their papers. I'm really happy with what I've found so far, and I just wanted to take a moment to share it with you guys. If you use Muji products, let me know, what notebooks are you loving? Are you finding that the high quality is better than ones that aren't labeled as such? Yeah, I'd love to know what your experiences have been. So far, I'm absolutely loving this, and I'm so happy I have discovered this paper. As always, guys, if you could hit like and subscribe, that would be amazing. It helps my channel out, and I will chat to you guys again soon. Bye.